I've never been drunk, not even once. Not in college, not at a bar, not even on the biggest nights of my life. And yet, I've been on stage at the wildest parties. I've hosted events that celebrities show up to, and I've dated some of the most incredible, stunning women you've ever seen, all without feeling the need to drink. I didn't need alcohol to fit in. I built a life where I stand out without it. So if you're one of the guys who's tired of relying on drinking to feel confident, if you're starting to realize the party scene isn't helping you win, this video is going to change the way you move forever. By the end of this, you'll know how to say no to alcohol and get more respect because of it, how to walk into any social situation sober and still dominate the room, and why sobriety might be your greatest advantage in attracting real high-quality women. And by the end of this video, here's what you'll walk away with: a strategy to attract high-quality women without pretending to be someone you're not. The exact social moves I use to dominate nightlife and events completely sober. Real tools to turn down alcohol confidently without killing the vibe, and a mindset shift that turns sobriety into your superpower, not your weakness. This isn't about hiding from the party. It's about learning how to run it without needing to drink. Let's go. You've been sold a lie that alcohol makes you more confident, more fun, more attractive. But the truth is, alcohol makes most guys sloppy, forgettable, and fake. Real confidence is when you can walk into a room with nothing in your system and still be the most magnetic man there. Most men drink to cope, not to connect. At the club, they drink to loosen up. On dates, they match her drink to fit in. At parties, they take shots so they don't feel awkward. At networking events, they drink to feel social. But here's the truth. Every time you rely on alcohol to show up as your best self, you're telling the world you don't believe you're enough without it. And women can feel that. I've been sober my entire life, and still, I've been in every room guys dream of being in. Why? Because I built status without substances. I made close friendships with women who vouched for me. I showed up consistently to the right rooms. I hosted instead of attended, and I brought value, not a bar tab. My sobriety isn't a limit, it's leverage. And it's not just me. The vast majority of my clients don't drink either, and they're thriving. They don't need alcohol to give them bravery. They don't need alcohol to be more charming. They don't need alcohol to be more extroverted. They've learned how to bring value and see enough in themselves to be able to be the life of the party anywhere they go. Now, let's break down how exactly to handle our most common social pressure situations. Situation 1, the club. Most guys show up drunk and try to impress random girls. What do? I dip in for a max of 45 minutes. I talk to the owner, the GM, the DJ, the head host, and 2 or 3 gorgeous women. I'm on a mission. I hold a sparkling water. I never explain myself unless asked. Then I leave before things get sloppy. I make connections with the right people. I introduce high status people to one another. I get incredible video content, and then I move on. Most people have this idea that I go out to clubs 7 nights a week and I spend hours in there. The reality, I go out maybe 2 or 3 nights a week and I'm out for 45 minutes a night. I come, I get what I need, and then I leave. And in doing so, I've been able to create an unbelievable social circle with very, very little time and no drinking. Situation 2, the first date. Most guys match her cocktails so they don't look lame. They get sloppy drunk, and it gets worse and worse over time while they think they're being charismatic and funny. What do? I smile and I say I don't drink. I get this question probably more than any other question from my clients. Hey, Michael, what do I do when she's drinking and I'm not? It feels awkward or weird. Well, first off, the most unattractive quality that you can have as a man is caring about what everyone else thinks about you. I say no with confidence. I own it. I don't apologize. I move on, and I've set the tone. I'm the frame. I'm different. I have the confidence that creates attraction. I'm not conforming to what other people want. And in every single instance, once I took that frame, she just forgot about it. We never spoke about it again, and it wasn't that big of a deal. But even if it is that big of a deal, why does it matter what other people think about you? Ultimately, your necessity to drink comes from your insecurity about what other people think about you. The most attractive way you can be as a man is for you to not concern yourself with what other people think. So by being confident and saying no with authority, owning that frame, not only are you keeping yourself from a hangover and an unproductive day the next day, you're also way more attractive to the opposite sex. Situation 3, networking events. Most guys, they use alcohol as a shortcut to socialize. What do? I stay sharp. I ask smart questions. I listen more than I talk. I'm a connector, a suggester, a content creator. I remember the right people. Trust is built with clarity, not cocktails. One thing that you'll notice is that more and more successful people are getting up earlier, working harder, living healthier lifestyles. And because of that, your necessity to not drink, I found in several instances, I get people saying, so how long have you not drank? They think the story is fascinating because they find another common person who's willing to live a healthy lifestyle. If you choose to not drink in these social situations, you're actually going to find that more people admire you than think you're weird. This is not 1984 at a frat party where guys are making you chug beers. We're through that time. This is 2025. People are trying to be successful. They're busy. They have busy lives. And most successful, rational people don't have any problem with the fact that you don't drink. Situation 4, the house party. Most guys, they feel pressured to take shots or they'll be boring. What do? I say, I'm fun because I don't drink. Then I redirect the energy into a great conversation. I treat them all the same. I make them talk about themselves. I'm a connector. I'm a suggester. I'm a content creator. I put on great music. We play games. The party follows the person who doesn't need to prove anything. Situation 5, hosting an event. Most guys think if I want attention, I need to buy bottle service and look important. What do I do instead? I don't spend a dime. I host strategically, charity galas, private gallery nights, invite-only photo shoots. I use relationships, not receipts, to build high-status rooms. You don't need flash, you need influence. Situation 6, building social proof. Now, most guys think you need to go to clubs, you need to buy bottles, you need to post these blurry party photos while you're holding champagne bottles in your hand, you have your hands around girls and you're groping on girls and there's all these blurry photos. That's not what you need to do. What you need to do is curate a lifestyle. You do charity events, you do competitions, you have photo shoots, you have unbelievable events, theme parties, list parties, parties with incredible people that you invite and that you network with. And when you take photos and videos of those parties, you show high status, competency, relevancy, access to scarce locations, access to scarce networks. You show charisma, you show humor, that you can make fun of yourself. You show pre-selection and you show social proof. By doing all of those things, you curate a lifestyle. When you curate that lifestyle, you show it on social media, but you don't have to drink to do those things. I cannot tell you how many times I brought 10, 20 girls to a nightclub. I got a bottle for free, but I never touched the bottle. I just got real estate on the dance floor for everyone to see me, and I don't care about who sees me. I only care about the photos and videos we take during that event that I can then post on social media, and I can show the highest possible status with the lowest perceived effort. That's how you scale your status the quickest and easiest way possible, and it's not through drinking or doing drugs. Again, the main point of this video and the main point of everything I've been teaching for the last 17 years is that you care way too much what other people think about you. This whole thing where you feel the need to drink, really, do you love alcohol that much? I'm not saying some of you do. I know there's several guys out there, you love alcohol. It's the greatest thing in the world. But for most of you, you got put into a situation where you were drinking alcohol because you were trying to please other people. Maybe there was some codependency in your family. Maybe there was a hierarchy in your social group where you needed to drink in order to fit in. The reality of the situation is the highest status people don't care what other people think about them. I've talked about this before. Many of you worship at church, but most of you worship at the altar of worthless people and their worthless opinions. I want you to consider this. The whole point of the Men of Action program is for you to get that bag and get the girl of your dreams, have the network of your dreams, have the social life of your dreams. Do you think people who are trying to guilt you into drinking alcohol care about you getting that bench press max, you getting the girl of your dreams, or you building an 8-figure company? Of course they don't. So the reality of the situation is you don't need to hate them, but you need to recognize they're not on the same team as you are. Alcohol and drugs are not the way for you to go forward. But regardless of whether or not they were or they weren't, you need to stop caring so much about what other people think about you. And the worst part happens is when you see a super attractive woman or a woman that you're very attracted to, and you cave and you decide, well, I'm going to drink just this one time because she's so hot. Do whatever you feel is right, but remember who you are as a human being. You're caving because this person in your mind has higher status than you perceive that you have for yourself. Stop worrying about what other people think about you. And when you do, you'll notice that the world is easier. It's freer. You see those old men who just don't give a fuck and just say whatever they want to say when they're at family reunions. Yeah, I'm at 47 and I'm already there. I've fought in 2 wars. I've dated hundreds of insanely beautiful women. I've been to every single part of I've traveled around the world multiple times. I've owned several different businesses. My give a fuck is all the way at 0. And I'm going to tell you, it's the most freeing feeling I've ever experienced in my entire life. This video, while it is about not drinking, it's truly about you having enough internal status, internal belief to where you stop caring what other people think about you. I don't want to bash everyone who drinks. Certainly, most of my friends drink some of the time. Most people I know drink some of the time. But the thing I want to express to you is that if you're watching this video, if you're a man who's watching this video, I need you to understand that you always have a burden of performance. You don't have the privilege of poisoning yourself and drinking so that you can lose control and get sloppy. Other people who do not have a burden of performance, they can do that. Like college kids or really beautiful women or movie stars. Let them do that. You don't have that privilege. That's something you may have to work for at some point in your life. But in the end, why do you need to do that? If your friends are consistently trying to get you to drink, it might be time to get you some new friends. Consider this, the Men of Action group. What do we have? 4,000 guys who've gone through the group, and we don't ever try to pressure each other to drink. Most of us don't drink at all. We're a group of like-minded men who are all pulling in the same direction, who give each other honest feedback and hold one another accountable. You are the product of the 5 closest people around you. If the 5 closest people around you have bad eating habits, bad sleeping habits, bad habits when it comes to money, and bad habits when it comes to business, that's where you're going to end up. If you want to level up and be around a bunch of incredibly successful, high-minded individuals with high status who don't need to use alcohol or drugs in order to fit in, consider joining the Men of Action group. If you're tired of relying on alcohol to feel confident, if you're ready to walk into any room with certainty, clarity, and to attract high-quality women and high-status men into your social circle, grab my free training now in the link below. It's completely free. Inside, I'll show you exactly how to build high-status social circles, attract real women, and host elite experiences without needing to drink, flex, or fake anything. Grab my free training now in the link below. And I'll see you guys at the most amazing events ever, the ones you attend and the ones you throw yourself, completely without drugs or alcohol, with the most amazing women you've ever met, with the most incredible social circle you could ever imagine. I'll see you there.